hear, good to hear. My name's Devin Maddox. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm a stand-up comedian slash asshole. I am an asshole. I'll tell you all a prime example. So my coworker comes to me today, and when people come to me for sympathy, I'm not like the pull yourself up by the bootstraps person, but I'm like the suck it up bitch, I'm trying to work person. And my coworker's like, she comes up to me and she's like, yeah, I'm like really sad because my dog tore his MCL and they don't know if he's gonna live. And I said, Haley, my dog got hit by a car and he's alive. Your dog is a bitch. And I just walk by her and I'm like, dog's a bitch. She wakes up in the morning and I'm laying in bed next to her and I'm like, hey, your dog's a bitch. Get away from me. A few facts about myself. As you can see, I'm 6'2", biracial, and I'm hung like a horse. My girlfriend will tell you, baby, and anything. I'm biracial, but I'm white from the wallet up and black from the waist down. This shit works out. That's enough of me. I want to know about y'all. Where the couples at in the building? Raise your hands. Make some noise. Alright, so who's fucking who up here? Y'all all fucking here? Oh, I didn't even know you was here. How you doing? Make some noise for her. That's my best friend, sister. What y'all be watching when y'all about to have sex? Baddies? Y'all be watching baddies?
Hell yeah, it's everywhere.
Shout out to the Zeus Network. What about y'all? What y'all be putting on TV?
TV's off.
TV's on? TV, y'all don't watch Stores Wars or nothing? I feel like you put Stores Wars. He's back there watching Ice Road Truckers. Babe, you see how many chains they had to put on to get that helmet? I'm not trained.
Get real good when they almost lose it.
Yeah, I love white people shows because I watch Swamp Hunters a lot, right? But they got a black team on there now, and it's like it's affirmative action. Like the same reason I got this spot tonight. Like they got black people on Swamp Hunters. And it's like, I don't watch Swamp Hunters for me. I watch it to see people who don't like me do shit I wouldn't fucking do. And you see all the white people on the boat and they're like, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. And they pan over to the black team and like, we're gonna check up on Darius and Lecrae. They're not even on the fucking boat. They're on the shore like, shit. Shit. I started dating a new girl recently, the one that asked if my dick is big, and she's Asian, so it only takes her like 10 to 15 minutes to come every time. That's great. I don't gotta wait for it. It's just like, she calls and she's like, 10, 15 minutes. She's a squirter. Whenever she squirts on me, she warns me though, like before she's about to squirt, she like walks by the table, she like, you want some more peanut? You want some more? I freaked out the other night because she was making dinner, right? And it just so happened to be at the same time, I couldn't find my fucking cat. So I'm walking around the house like, do I ask? Do I ask? Like, so she's making dinner, I'm like, what's in the pot? And she's like, teriyaki chicken, and I'm like, Oreo, that's my cat name. I'm like, Oreo. Are you in there, baby? Oreo. Let's throw up something I thought was interesting earlier. Y'all know pigs can't look at the sky. Like they just can't look at the sky. So that video of Donald Trump where he's looking at the solar eclipse, right? It's fake news. It never happened. It's fake news. It's CNN trying to make me look bad before the 2024 election. Fake news. It's fake news. I wouldn't believe a word of it. That's my last political joke. I don't know shit about politics. Like, I'm registered to vote, but that's just so like when I get pulled over, they look at my license and they're like, oh, he cares about society. And I don't. And like, I'm an organ donor, but that's just so I look good. Like, when I'm on my deathbed, I'm gonna pull the doctor over and be like, psst. Psst. Hey, don't do that, big bro. Leave that in there. I saw a post on Facebook earlier. Mike Williams is in here somewhere. He has shared it, and one of the posts I saw was like, the retirement age went up to 72 years old. You should be outraged. And I'm like, it's 72 degrees outside today. I'm not gonna be alive. This is not. It's not fucking feasible. It's not gonna happen. I'm not anti-police at all. I know a lot of people are like, he's black, he must hate him. I don't. I hate rules and regulations, and police just happen to be the regulators, right? But like, white people correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the land of the free, right? Hell yeah, dude. Home of the brave, right? We like our chicken fried cold beer on a Sunday night, right? Right. So if I want to smoke a cigarette at the gas pump with my windows rolled up, with my 6-year-old niece in the back seat, I'm gonna do it. Like, y'all can laugh. My niece didn't die. She's outside in the car right now. She's okay. It's all good. I'm sorry. I still use the phone to look at my jokes sometimes. I shouldn't, but I do. No, I think I'm fine mentally. Like, aside from the whole trying to kill my niece, like, I'm pretty fucking solid. Like, I'm here. It was just like, I started therapy again recently because I knew there was something fucked up in here. Yeah, shout out to mental health issues, man. That's some real shit. Go get checked. Man. Get checked for STDs too, because they hurt. Now you can walk around bipolar and burning up. You're just, I'm mad about this. And then you're like, I'm kind of happy I got an STD. This is great. This is nice. No, I'm in therapy, and my therapist said I need to be more assertive with my feelings. So I looked at her and I stood up and I started throwing everything around the room and I said, let me die then, bitch! What do you mean be more assertive? Every time I come in here, I'm like, hey, I want to die. And they're like, well, here's some coping mechanisms and some things that really help. I just really don't want you to not be here. And then I'm like, what do you want from me? You're telling me to be assertive with my feelings. I say I want to die, and you're like, don't do that. Well, my sister's here right there in the green shirt. Shout out to her. I'm talking about her just because she knew. She fucking sucked growing up. Like, that's my older sister, right? So, like, she would put my TV on the Weather Channel and take the remote. And they would tie my shoes together and shit, or, like, just take one shoelace out of them and hide them. And then on 2 different occasions, she put a dent in my head, right? One day, we're sitting in the back of my dad's truck eating pizza because we're ghetto and black. That's what we do. Some of y'all white people laughed a little too hard. I'm not bringing it up. I'm going to skip past it. Some of them chuckles were just a little too loud. So we're eating our truck pizza, right? And I go and I grab the last piece, and she's like, that's mine. And she hits me with the tire iron that was in the back of the truck. So, like, she's a repeat offender. So less than 2 weeks later, we're playing restaurant, right? And we're on 2 opposite sides of a set of stairs. And I have coupons from the mail for Popeyes. So I go into her McDonald's restaurant. There was a Popeyes in my fucking head because we had Popeyes coupons. And I'm like, hey, I got a coupon for a 6-piece chicken tender. And she's like, this is McDonald's. And she hits me with a fucking curtain roll. In the same fucking place. I feel bad because I ain't asked about the single people earlier. Where the single people at? Where y'all at? Yeah. Besides porn, what do y'all watch when you jerk off? Is it HBCA commercials? You just cry and you're like, I feel bad for picking on you. Your bangs are really nice. Them bangs, is that what the teams call them? The bang. Dan was talking about the Ravens. How about them Cowboys? I knew y'all was gonna fucking do that. My sister's gonna say we did it because he ain't hit the females, but my dad beat the kids growing up. And it wasn't like after school special dad beatings. Like, he didn't just get drunk and come home and kick my door open and be like, hey! come get your ass beat. Like, it was more like, you cannot throw rocks at old ladies. Why do you keep doing it? Those were bad whoopings, but nothing's worse than the whoopings this woman's grandmother would give me right here in the front row. My best friend's sister, his grandmother. So we go running in the house one day, and I'm like, Mama, RJ threw a rock at me. So she's like, Raymond, come here. And she starts whooping him with a back scratcher. So I'm like, but I look at my friend Anthony, and he's not laughing. Anthony's looking at me like. So I look at him like. And she goes, Raymond, give Devin a back scratcher. So he hands it to me, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? She's like, get on your knees. So I'm like, oh, we about to pray, cool. She gonna let me pray it out? Like, this is fucking fine. And she, whack. I run home like this. And I go in and I'm like, Mom, RJ, grandmother, put hands on me. Y'all know my mom beat my ass too? She said, well, what did you do? I said, we were throwing rocks. And she's like, go back over there and get whooped again. And I'm like, that's the time I grew up in. Like, your neighbors could fucking beat you. I can't even discipline my niece now. Like, I told her the other day, I was like, hey, can you clean your room? It's trifling. A raccoon's gonna run out at any minute. Kids are fucking nasty. So I'm like, hey, can you pick up your room? And she's like, I think it would be best for both of our mental health if you would just stay out of my boat. You can amicably solve things in a place where you're satisfied. And I'm like, what? Did you say amicably? What the fuck is that? This is why I spoke with her in the car with the windows up. And I'm just astounded because I'm like, talking back is one thing, right? But why are you as a 10-year-old saying amicably to me in an argument? Because when she said it, I didn't know what the fuck it meant. So I'm like, wait a minute, bitch, I'll be back. Amicably to solve things on a terms where two people can agree. Cool. I'm gonna end with this joke. This is a nice joke. The white people not gonna like it, but So I'm a fucked up person. Like I told you, I'm an asshole. My coworker's dog is a bitch, regardless of what I am. But I try to get back to society, right? So the other day, I see two little white girls selling lemonade. And I'm like, who said, oh God, I'm a good person. Hear me out. So I pull up and I go to get some lemonade. And they take off running. And it hurt my feelings. Like, I'm like, was it because I'm black? Is it because I'm 6'2"? Is it because when I got out the car, I went, ah! What was it? I assume they're racist because that's just what black people do. So now I'm pissed off. So I go back around the block and I rob the lemonade stand. Take the lemonade, and I take a sip, and it's fucking nasty. So I go back around the block, and I hand the little girl the money back, and I said, if you don't give me my fucking $5 back. I'm comedian Devin Maddox on all platforms. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all.